Uganda, a country known for its breathtaking landscapes and warm-hearted people, has faced numerous conflicts that have left scars on its society, as well as physical and mental wounds on victims of conflict. The Democratic Governance Facility, a program committed to, amongst others, supporting initiatives that foster peace, stability, and respect for human rights in Uganda, made significant strides in responding to the root causes of conflicts and supporting those affected. DGF implementing partners promoted peace and reconciliation initiatives in conflict-prone areas. Partners engaged with communities and individuals, including by promoting their physical, mental, and social healing. The Rwenzori Forum for Peace and Justice and the African Youth Initiative Network were among the DGF partners who fostered inter-ethnic dialogues and reconciliation.
Besides the ADF, the Rwenzori region has had a history of recurrent conflicts, many recurrent conflicts. If you look at the Rwenzori Rebellion, for example, if you look at the Nile War, the NRA war itself, okay, the different intertribal conflicts which keep emerging.
As a group of young people who were born and raised in war zone in northern Uganda, actually we were living in the camp ourselves. And then the whole approach was, how do we mobilize the young people who are affected by war, who are directly or indirectly affected by war, to help them transform their trauma, their pain, to become actors for peace and change in the community.
DGF partners INET and Refugee Law Project supported rehabilitation of communities and survivors. INET, for example, provided medical support to enable individuals regain physical functionality.
Siki kwanya magali wario kashiel magali wario kipiri wa shiel mukar chane edong ai na ro kwanya sho kwanya research ki koma kid gum mission se wa horong ku bedira ta winya loga atima be genu mo maraj matiga tema koma pere pen gen mano yela obeto research dong ke kwanya ki koma bedira ta winya mabe ketabe onana dong koma tikerini.
Iporan district kana choy dan go chwalo Kitgum district yar mission.
With the help of DGF partners, nearly 25,000 individuals received trauma counseling and psychosocial support.
We treated a lot of people. Over 10,000 victims received medical rehabilitation. And then we reached out to people who had been through the deep end of the PTSD-C. We've been helping this. We engage, created layers and community-based grassroots networks of community resource persons who are counselors, who are, to us, they are frontliners. They're at the same time as the caregivers, they're the first responders.
Efforts to ensure physical and mental rehabilitation of conflict survivors made it possible for some survivors of conflict to rebuild their lives and reintegrate into society.
We also do both physical and psychosocial support to survivors or victims of war.
Ila cho ma are kar ini no atiga wano ma bian ulum ku wane ko ma bene ma ku wa tio te betek ki gojo do ko ma ki ana wano ne nya ko ma itu ni ma kan eni rep enini ma oberu ka lwen ki chodan but denka so denka yew chilu tiana na en cha magu chiela ti dong ana por ping ti dan reo handa ber ka mula war cher do kulu mara o do kulu dan reo wen gang bo ber juba a chang ki juba ma chang ki juba richa chi po kar ki tiana o mer ko na chi chak ti tiana chi chang chi ki du ko an chene dog lwen nangi duka an chene dog lwen cha chu beri koma ma dugu aluye dugu gang cha chu beri koma ma ka pia reo we are big ka do cha ko yella go yobo tiana go mi bara matiana en ana rogo
Kane na ye jo ya no to na te ko kitian an me nge ni ana tia konyo jo ana winyo radio kiu ma bere ta winyo radio no jo wa ya chi tu ku bere ko gini konyo mo ne ya ko jo adong mena me no to loga tai gine konyo je ya aya kere wang tian mena me ru pe changere ni ginti ko bigini konyo je ya.
Beyond individual rehabilitation, DGF partners focused on building resilient communities that are able to cope with the aftermath of conflict. These efforts included memory dialogues, different peace-building initiatives, and promoting non-violent approaches to conflict resolution. DGF partners thereby contributed to fostering a culture of dialogue and reconciliation.
When it comes to the training of state and non-state actors, this grant has enabled Refugee Law Project to train state and non-state actors. And when I say state actors, I mean Uganda Police, the immigration, the judicial officers. These have been trained in refugee law and protection and human rights.
We're a total of 360 trained paralegals who are supporting various community members in solving specifically land issues. We also have another group of community beneficiaries called the change agents, to a tune of again 360 who are supporting in mitigating and responding to the gender-based violence violations in the community.
TERELEPAR's organization and us as the people who are trained by TERELEPAR, we worked with those cases and they are now okay. I'm still doing it under the sub-count, as the sub-count has already knew me. And even when somebody goes there with a case, majorly in the CDO office, he will just send that person with a letter to me. Because for him, he can say, for me, I don't have a kind of those issues of land. But we had somebody who is trained and he knows how to sort out those issues and how work is immediate. He doesn't want even any coin from you. Alangiru na bunga dom kotoma misiri na do je kalelo bubu ay tamari anga misiri ngeni ketwa no kile nika ba misiri ngeni mamaro kile nika mamara eno kile nika so obu awasan ojai kinto ma misiri ngeni o ikina tekere rana kan ay kopar neja LOC2 LOC2 boy kino rana unyi anendo kwana walangiro sala kikone penen konye ubwerio ngete lolom la TERELEPAR ay ngara kiniongo to malangiru na kamisira angin.
To address the legacies of conflict, partners advocated for the promotion of transitional justice processes, thereby engaging with national institutions including JELOs as well as CSOs. The advocacy efforts contributed to the adoption in June 2019 of the National Transitional Justice Policy, which seeks to ensure that voices of survivors and CSOs are included in the design and implementation of truth, justice, reconciliation, and memory. Partners worked to empower youths, refugees, and survivor groups to strengthen resilience and promote local advocacy. Partners also supported efforts to secure memory and documentation, including at the National Memory and Peace Documentation Center in Kitgum. Today, as we witness the journey of DGF, we see survivors of conflicts who are rebuilding their lives. There is still more to be done. Sustainable peace requires continued efforts and dialogue. DGF partners provided a platform for survivors and marginalized groups to promote peace and play a role in the rebuilding of their communities. These efforts help to ensure that the wounds of the past do not define the future. The journey of strengthening peace continues in line with global aspirations under Sustainable Development Goal 16 to promote peaceful and inclusive societies and providing access to justice for all.